Welcome back to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. This is The Depths of Fel'Than, Episode 10, The Sons of Gretch, Part B.
Trove then speaks up and he says, he kind of looks at Panure in the face and he says, "Where's father? Where is he?" And he kind of shakes her the shoulder and he says, He's dead. They were killed.
Earlon's eyes widen.
I thought you were all killed. But you're here. Just like that, there's this deadpan silence. Kalis and Cereza running off into the dark. Cereza, can you see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Good. So you guys, and you're keeping up with her. Easy enough. Are you looking if anybody's following you?
No,
or just
I'm
trying
just
to go?
blindly running.
Okay, so she's going.
At this point, do I even know her name?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Do you know each other's names?
She knows the circumstances, but
Dermot
she knows
only
her name.
referred to her as that one, or that strange one. Didn't use her name.
Or that other elf.
That other elf, that's what he said. So no, I would say no, you don't know her name. But you do make it to the mouth of the main junction, and it continues on where you haven't been, and it goes back up to where you have been. Two directions right now.
I'm gonna try to head back to where we came from.
Okay, you guys are. If you head back up, you stay in following her.
Yep.
Okay.
I
And
have no way to close the gap, so...
no, so are you moving, running as fast as you can, dashing every turn?
Yeah.
What's your constitution?
You know, that's probably not healthy.
What's your constitution?
13?
Yeah.
You catch up to her.
It's
You
10
catch up
for
to
my
her.
face.
Yeah, because
you run
in
fast.
chase rules, you would be able to catch up with her. You would have one extra dash than she has.
So I wouldn't get far then, would I?
Oh, you guys are running. You know, it takes a little while for her to catch up to you, but eventually
So
you
I have
guys are
that
neck and neck running.
Probably got like 400, 500 feet before I catch you.
Oh yeah, so you guys are running like half a click, maybe, yeah, probably about that far. So you do catch up to each other.
I kind of turn it. Realize I'm being pursued.
Where are you going?
Just out of here. We just can't stay here. I gotta get back to the top. Back to home.
It's cold and wintry up there. You'll freeze to death.
I got spells. They'll keep me warm. Right? Is that how that works? She doesn't know. She's still a new druid.
So that's what she.
I gotta get
She seems panicked. Roll an insight.
I think somebody's claustrophobic.
Did he mention that she's crazy? Did anyone mention she's crazy?
He doesn't know too much.
The women folk.
This
are
coming
nuts.
Yeah, like all basically all the women
The
folk are
women
fucking
folk are
crazy.
nuts.
So that's a grand total of a 7.
Okay, yeah, she seems frustrated, really frustrated. Best guess? Yeah, claustrophobia, man. Best guess.
But he knows the other circumstances too. Or she does, sorry.
Yeah.
Remember when she healed her?
Mm.
She healed
Yes,
Gales.
Raven
She
knows.
knows.
This is true. Yeah, that's right. You know, yeah, you know that. So yeah,
Secrets.
there you go.
You know the secret.
So definitely claustrophobia.
Yeah, it's clear it's gotta be claustrophobia. That's definitely what it is.
So you guys are running, and you guys catch up.
Can you stop running?
I'm getting tired because I'm.
Yeah, you've used all your dash actions. You're just moving at regular
Carrying a
move
little
speed.
extra weight from all that food I ate on the way down.
Oh, and you're hungry again.
Yeah, several turkey legs, I believe. if I
I'm
remember
burning up
correctly.
my energy quick. So I'll slow down to kind of just like a, like the old lady power walk.
Oh, like you're at the mall on a Sunday.
This way.
If you had a problem coming down here, why didn't you say it before we came down here?
Well, I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was just dragged along with the rest of you.
The dragging didn't technically start until you were already down there, just for the record.
I also couldn't have frozen to death on the way. Like, if I had stayed by myself, I would have frozen to death. And at this point, she's realizing that she's going to be by herself again if she leaves. And common sense is kind of setting in after her little panicked. She's like, good.
And as you're looking off in the direction you came towards the tram, you can kind of see the glint of the iron railway the different discoloration of the shiny texture to it, and you can hear the squeal of the brakes being put on as it pulls into pours
Steps
into
in front of the
DOF.
train.
You can see
No.
That's not what we were. Don't think that's what he was getting at, but okay.
you can see Dhermit and Ravim get off the tram.
Do they notice me? Out of
I would
breath,
say that they notice
standing there.
the both of you standing there about
Painting.
about 200 feet away from the tram.
Well, I only have seen both of them. I also don't know their names.
That's right.
But I at least recognize them, so I'll wave.
He does hear you guys talking back and forth, very hot breath running kind of talk, and eventually makes his way to you guys. You do see him as he breaks into the 60 feet of dark vision.
I have a torch.
You have a torch. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I know one of them's human. Who's fucking? So you have a torch. You guys do
I'm
see
like
the
one of
torch.
the few people in the party that
Yeah.
meet.
Which is great to have. It's always good to have someone to fuck up dark vision with a torch. I love it. But that's right. There's a torch in the distance you guys see from Dhermit and Ravim, and they do begin to approach you guys. At about 40 feet, they do see you. Nanny, you wave? No.
No,
No.
straight
Soreza
on.
waved us, wrong direction.
You waved? Don't beckon them.
And Dhermit kind of
Why
puts his
not?
hand up halfway, puts his hand back down.
He's like, shit, this is it's those awkward things where you see like someone from high school where you're at Walmart and you're like, hey.
Dermot approaches you guys and he says, "Where is everyone?"
There we go.
That way. At the little one's house. I
Trove
think.
and Gretch,
Yes.
the sons of Gretch. Follow me.
Gretch Jr.
And he walks by you guys and continues on.
Do we have to follow him?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Do that.
He's just doesn't care about you guys, really.
Yeah, we're figuring this out.
You've been paid, and you don't. He doesn't have to pay you. So he's gonna make his way through. He's also tired.
He made a
He's been-
suggestion. Whether you follow, it's yours.
Also, the cash cows are down there. He's made it very clear how he feels about those children.
Yeah.
So you guys begin. Dhermit and Ravim make their way down.
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys make? You
I
guys
follow
follow?
them on.
When?
He knows what's up.
What, we're going with them?
Why not?
Do you think they'd have food?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Maybe just for some supper. Let me go back.
Okay.
You're lying to me, but okay.
Looks
I'm
like-
not.
And you guys begin to head back
Only for the promise
to
of
the
dinner.
manse. And so, as you guys are at the door with Trell and Panure, you ready to beat her down again?
Just in case, you gotta be prepared.
She's just said that, informed Trell that his father is dead. And didn't get much of the rest because it was kind of inaudible and in a bit of crying. And Trell's just standing there, not understanding, not kind of comprehending the words, but not understanding the full meaning of what's happening here. And Gretch, from the bottom of the stairs, you can just see him kind of looking up with his mouth kind of half open.
He's gonna look at the Dragonborn nanny, Earlon is, and he's gonna say, do you know who? He kind of nods, squinting at the Dragonborn lady. Do you know who? Then he gestures his head to Trell.
No, I woke up. I woke up from when I sleep under the stairs. I found them slaughtered. All of them.
It's terrible.
I've done my best to clean up, but there's a lot of work to do.
How long has it been?
I don't know. I've been in here the whole time. I haven't seen anybody. I don't know. More than a week.
Earlon nods slowly and takes a little bit of a deep breath and then just takes a step back, pinching his nose due to the smell. And,
It seems to be just her.
yeah. That's why he's taking a step back. And he kind of rubs his hand across his face and recrosses his arms and looks at Trell, looks at Gretch. You can see the back of Gretch's head because I'm sure he's looking like the opposite direction.
He's actually got his head kind of cocked up after he heard the talking of what she was saying.
Oh, yeah?
Still kind of like half looking.
Okay. And I guess both of these kids are in shock.
Trell seems to be kind of very taken aback, and Gretch seems to be in shock for this entire time we've known him.
Gretch
Little
is
stunned.
just stunned. He might be dumb. We're not sure.
He looks to Nani and he did take note that there's 2 less people here. So he looks to Nani and he says, keep an eye on the kids for a moment. I'm just going to go check on what they run off to. And he's going to make his way towards the mouth of the tunnel.
Will we be coming back by this way?
Yep, by the time you get to the mouth, you look to the left and you can see a torchlight with 4 bodies beneath it.
Okay. Does he recognize anybody from this distance?
Yeah, easy enough. The 2 that ran off and the 2 that were coming in late.
And he sees Dhermit.
Yeah,
Right.
Dhermit's there.
Earlon just thinks to himself, crap. And he moves
Because
forward.
this one.
Dhermit was
right
doing
to
some
her.
sketchy shit while you were gone. I just need to keep reminding you of that.
He thinks back.
You keep saying it like it's a bad thing.
I'm just
Or that
saying,
he isn't aware.
things have changed.
He thinks,
Public opinion.
He thinks back to that ledger that Dhermit was writing in, and then he thinks about Trell and Gretch, and now that the father's dead, he's a little bit concerned about how the situation's going to play out.
That's not good for Dhermit.
Oh, he's not getting paid. Dragon Lady doesn't have
And-
money.
It just means it might take a little bit more work, but we'll get paid.
Instead of calling out to them, Earlon's just going to wait until they kind of come up.
And they approach. You see the torchlight adds to the rest. And Dhermit looks around and he says, "Well, why if you haven't got in? Why isn't that stove cooking yet?"
Is he within
Oh,
eye
fuck
line
yeah.
of Nani now?
Yeah.
Oh, Nani's like, she's Dragon Lady's been forgotten. Dhermit has appeared. She's got a hold of a dragon child, and they're going in the house. Like, just gone by Dhermit.
Alright, you go in the house with the 2 children. Roll perception.
The corpses, all the corpses.
Oh, don't leave the kids in by the dead fella.
She's nuts. Have you met
Leave,
them?
leave the kids in first.
Yeah.
Let them see whatever
That
horror
is a 19.
You see 27. I'm joking.
20.
Dead dragon.
It's only 17.
You see 27 Tarrasques.
You walk into this through this door, this big iron door, and as soon as you go inside, you can see in grayscale everything. The room opens up. There's this massive front room, these large, squat, comfy chairs. Everything looks to be in order, somewhat untouched. In that room, you can see to your right-hand side there's a door and a set of stairs. And at the end of the set of stairs on the ground level, there's another door in the back. Door on your right, stairs that go up on the right, and a door at the bottom of the stairs leading to the back.
She's gonna go open the door at the bottom of the stairs.
You walk over there with
Peek in
Tress
there and see what's going on.
and Trell. You reach out for the door and you feel Gretch, Trell and Gretch. Sorry, you feel Gretch's hand tighten on yours, and he stops holding you back. Hold on.
Is this
Oh, that's a 17 for strength for athletics. Holding you,
Dragon Boy stopped me.
Dead weight.
What's going on? Why have we stopped?
He just looks at you and looks at the door.
Where's the kitchen?
The kitchen? He points the other way.
Let's go. You lead the way to the kitchen.
Okay, he leads you to the kitchen. It was the door right in front of the stairs. You go in there, the kitchen opens up. There's these kitchens you're used to, that you used to work on. There's
Working kitchen.
working kitchen. You have this large furnace stove set in the one end, and then the kitchen sprawls out from that side. That's the centerpiece, and each side has these long marble tabletops. And everything looks clean, in order, and untouched.
So Nani sort of ushers the children over to sit in a, away from the fire. She starts.
The fire's cold, dead cold.
She starts trying to start a fire.
Okay, sounds
Starting a
good.
fire.
Nani finds the kitchen. Alright. Beginning to start a fire, the two children in tow. It's warm down here. It's not cold or anything, but you need fire to cook food.
Mm.
So Nani begins there. Alright. Nani heads in with the children. You guys see that as Dhermit rolls up.
Earlon is, after Dhermit says what he did, and he didn't see Nani go back in, but he kind of just says, well, Gretch Senior's dead. The boys are fatherless.
Dhermit says nothing.
And he
Dhermit
looked
says
at us?
nothing. He looked at you.
Yeah.
He shared an eye contact and looked back at the house.
No expression.
None.
Galus asked quietly about their mother.
He asked the lady. Panure.
Asked Earlon what they said about. Or I guess because he said about their father, but
Yeah.
I asked, what about their mother?
Don't know exactly, but I'm assuming dead too.
She just nods quietly.
Believe the children have been made orphans.
Who do we know is still alive?
The nanny?
Dragonborn housekeeper. Very old Dragonborn woman.
The one that smells.
Correct.
You can hear Dhermit say, what terrible, unfortunate news. Perhaps we should take a day of solace. Everybody, get into the mats. Make yourself comfortable. And he walks past all of you.
Kind of squints, watching Dhermit go by. He puts a hand on his chin, and he dismisses the look that he had in his face, and moves forward, following them from behind.
Okay. Dhermit and Earlon begin to walk in. All the humans follow him. Galus, Cereza.
I'm gonna ask Earlon where Nani went.
Now you want to hang out with Nani.
He looks over to Galus and
Cooking now.
Fought me for an hour.
Longer than that.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it was like
Yeah, it was
several
like
hours.
2-hour tram ride and how
For
long
a
it took
death
to get down.
She'll say to Earlon, I had to stretch my legs for a minute. Where's Nani? Where'd she go? Is she in the house?
So you said you needed to stretch your legs?
Yeah.
He
That's
does
what I went for a run.
very abruptly and very quickly stretch
for
her
a
run.
Can I insight that to see if she
She's lying through her
Roll
teeth.
deception. Unless you
You want
want.
me to roll deception?
Yeah, unless you want to hide it. I mean, if you're
That's
just being
fine.
blatantly lying,
Um,
but
16, but
that's not bad.
Oh, I got a 7 for my insight.
You look down at her legs. Yeah, they seem stretched.
They're definitely longer than they were when she left.
But then why did she go after? Did she have to go too?
She
needed a run too. I don't know.
And she's like right there.
literally standing next to her. What about this one? What is she doing? Talk about her like she's
Teresa just shrugs.
She don't care as long as there's food.
Alright, Dan, where's Nani go?
Maybe
I'm
do
hungry.
with this guy.
Well, he looks.
Does he
Oh
know
yeah,
where
did
it
you
is?
see her walk in?
No, because he was with you.
No.
Oh, wasn't.
No,
Oh, he was
I don't.
outside.
I don't know where Nani went, but I'm assuming she went into the manse.
Probably the kitchen.
Probably.
I'm gonna head in the house, see if I can find them.
Alright. Surasa?
Well, I'm going to
Keep my eyes on you.
offer to take care of the smelly Dragonborn lady's clothes. Because I can
I
clean
should have
those.
created water.
My clothes?
Yeah,
What's wrong with my clothes?
You're
Oh no.
You've been so busy taking care of the. You've been so busy taking care of this place. You haven't taken care of yourself. It seems.
She kind of looks. I've been busy.
Maybe she just always looks like
There's no dead bodies in there anymore. She has been busy.
That we can see.
maybe
Or at
she
least
put
in
them
the
in
main
fire.
I'd also like to point out it's been 20 days, give or take, and she said she hasn't left.
She ate them. Is that what you're saying?
Oh God.
Dragonborn
There's
can't.
a reason I clocked her. Why did she say that?
Dragonborn cannibals. That's where we're going with
This
this
is
one,
what we're
ladies and
going.
gentlemen.
I like how the turn this is taken.
She says, I'll accept anything you can help. Anything.
All right. Well, I will cast prestidigitation to clean her clothing.
Now, I'm going to say it's going to take a few minutes.
You think?
Okay. Well,
It's only 6 seconds a cast, so it's going to take about a minute and a half before she's soapy clean again.
okay.
Your ritual cast.
I clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot as an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to do each section.
And you can see it too, it's like patchwork once you do it. It was a blue cloak before.
Wow.
Oh my
You know.
God.
It was gray.
I'll take care of that before I go inside.
Sounds good. So you're out there for a few minutes just doing that. She's standing there just letting you do it. Just she seems
I can be 10
pretty.
feet. I can be 10 feet away, so I don't have to touch it.
you thought this through.
The clothing.
So she's just looking at her clothes and she seems to be not surprised by the use of magic, but she just seems to wait for it to finish. And when it finishes, she says, "Oh," she smells them. Thank you very much, Sorcerer Fel'Than. Your kindness is most welcome."
I won't eat you.
Yes.
She's
And
alive.
she then follows you in.
Okay.
All right, and you guys are in the house.
So, Earlon stepped in,
Okay.
and the first thing that he did was just try to get a feel for the place and just see if he could kind of pick up on anything, smell anything odd.
Roll perception.
Other than
Looking for corpses.
Now that there's everybody's piling in, there's torchlight. You can see that the humans have lit sconces on the wall, and most of them are lounging about in these very squat chairs and sofas.
It's gonna be 10.
A 10?
Yeah, 10.
A 10.
Wow.
What are you doing again, sorry?
Perception.
Yeah, that's right. You got a 10. You can no longer smell that disgusting smell from the woman. You can't, but there's another smell somewhere in this house, just at the back of your nostrils. But you can't smell it. Some decaying something. Dhermit and Ravim. Dhermit walks in, looks around. He smells. Ravim, you can see his face turn up instantly at the smell, and he says, "Get some of the men to clean up that room." He points to the room at the back of the stairs, and then he walks into the kitchen.
Oh, Lord.
that's where they are.
He rolled a natural 20 on his perception. So
Yeah.
he knows where that's coming from. And he walks into the kitchen, and he looks in the kitchen. He sees, just opens the door a bit, looks in. He says, "Great, good work, Nani. Good work," and shuts the door. Then he goes upstairs.
Nani goes and barricades the door so he can't come back in.
Okay. Frank walks towards the kitchen, and it's like that swinging door, in and out. So he just kind of,
That's kind of hard to barricade a swinging door, isn't it?
well, one side, he's just going to try and push through it, and he kind of hits it, and whatever you barricaded it with kind of fell over, but the door didn't budge. And you can hear somebody curse, and he says, Well, I never.
Oh, Frank can come in. Frank's allowed.
I'm gonna walk up behind Frank.
Nana goes
and
over and
try to get my way in there too.
So
wait a
you
minute now.
you touch the door, and the door just swings open, and he just looks down at you, and then follows you in.
And Nani barricades the door behind them
And now you guys are in the kitchen.
and starts serving tea.
Yeah, teas are been going. Yep. So she serves some tea out. Let's see. Did you have tea on your person?
Do I have tea? I'm sure.
Oh, that's right too.
Did.
Things from the wagon, stuff like that would have been you. Dhermit would have paid people to bring that shit down to you. So your equipment, everything is there that was from the wagon. I just forgot about that. He would have paid people to do that. So all your
I
shit's
got
there.
something. I mean, to be fair, well, she has been there for a month by herself, but there
Yeah.
should be something kicking around in the kitchen anyway.
So
wouldn't there
roll perception.
be? Yeah, let's start digging around, rooting around.
And so all the other equipment is going to come with Dhermit and Ravim.
My perception is a 12.
12. As you're looking around to find things in this drawers, the cabinets seem fairly well stocked, lots of dry goods. You get to this one.
Frank to open the cupboards at the top.
Yeah. No, it's
Speaking of which, that's spaghetti.
dwarven dragonborn place. These dragonborns aren't. Some of them aren't the most giant. The ones underground tend not to be the most giant.
Well, I was thinking of like Tanith being.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
big boy.
giant.
He's a hefty
Yeah,
boy.
he's a
He's not
commander.
with us though, is he?
No.
Well, he's sort of floating around in the.
He's sort of here. He's here and not here at the same time.
in spirit.
Yeah, eating and sleeping, carousing, doing all those things.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if he was with us or if he was
No, he's
Yeah,
there.
he's off. somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't get into his particular
gotta
thing yet, but he has a thing. Some people come and see him and take him away, but we might not even just get into addressing that right now, which is no big deal. So tea is served in the kitchen.
Now I'm finding sustenance, actual
You
sustenance.
guys can now see that the kitchen is immaculate. This huge thick table, marble countertops, great big sinks. This is a very, very high-end kitchen. As you're looking around for other places, you open this one cabinet, and cold air rushes down on you.
It's a fridge.
Ice chest. This is they've actually got.
And there's food in there. You open the one beneath it, and it's a larger one with more food in there. It's
Oh, Nani's like. They can start flying out of the fridge, and like like the cartoon where things are just being shot out.
so you start doing that, Nani, and you get everything together. Roll your performance.
Oh no.
No.
Galis is never
Crash,
on
crash,
things while
crash.
she's cooking.
Well, it's okay. 'cause
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Don't you have dice of inspiration?
No, I think I used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you get everything set, everything looks great. It looks great. With the spices and whatever they had there, it's been sitting for a little while, so it is going to be what it comes out to be, but you're looking at the stove, and the stove is different. The stove is elongated. Not exactly like the one you used. It has a very thin opening and a deep set something, and it's set deep in the back. As you're looking around, you're just trying to figure out how do I get in there without burning my arm off, because it's only a hole about that big. And Gretch comes around and pulls on one of your aprons, and he points to beside the stove, and there's this long black steel implement.
Like a paddle, like a bread.
Do you pick it up?
Can I roll insight to see if I recognize it as something?
Sure.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. Doesn't want
Okay. Some sort of
thing.
pole.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Well, you pick it up.
Why not?
You look at the one end, it goes down into a reasonable, steady point. It seems to be pretty handy. You investigate the other end of it, you look, it's got a hole in the top of it.
So she just asks. Trell? Was it Trell or Gretch?
Gretch.
Gretch. What it does, what it's for.
And he touches the cast iron pan that's sitting on your belt. He points to it.
Ah, what a good boy. She shoves a frying pan in the end of
And
it.
almost magically, you see this hole around the frying pan just kind of form into stone or form into metal. and caress the handle of your cast iron frying pan.
And now
You can reach the back of the stove.
I can hit multiple people with my frying pan.
Now your frying pan has reached.
Time to cook some food.
So, specifics about your new frying pan. It is now acts like a maul.
Versatile.
Okay,
It's two-handed now.
that seems reasonable.
Okay.
2-handed 2d6.
Yeah. And you can disconnect it whenever you like, at any command word that Nani would like to use.
Well, that's dangerous.
Spaghetti!
Right now, it's currently set to a Dragonborn word for cook, but you can change that.
Find the reset button.
So you're going to be hitting with
Force control. How does this thing work?
you're going to be hitting with a D12 of bludgeoning damage instead.
Ooh.
Now with that thing, that's your full-blown weapon now. Frying pan on a stick.
Yowzers.
Funny what a little bit
And-
of leverage will do.
With that,
Frying
I'll
pan
get you to roll another D20 for the advantage that it will grant on you cooking.
Frying pan 2.0. So it has the same attack bonus?
Yep, same attack bonus.
Plus
Yeah, it's not necessarily magical yet. Just magically
Delicious.
makes it bigger.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
got an extended
Magically
break.
delicious.
And it's 1d12?
1d12. Yep.
It's magically delicious.
We're calling this frying pan 2.0.
Okay.
So that I don't forget if I decide to disassemble it. What
Of
it
course.
actually is. Alright, that's 1d12. And then I'm rolling what? A d20?
Yep.
For advantage.
You have
This is your.
My dice is in timeout.
I quit. Nani's going to sleep. It's
Well,
a 1.
it's happened before. Nani hasn't produced the best of meals. But you also notice that Dhermit just got here with all the spices and all the things she's been cooking with. So you give her the benefit of the doubt. It's an acceptable meal. What was the highest roll? And it was the 8 or the 8 last roll?
Oh, yeah, it was something like that.
Was there
I don't remember.
plus?
No, that was with.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's also a lot going on. Dermot's got rocking your mind a little bit. You know, there's just so much. So much. And you're back in this wonderful place that you have so many great memories of.
I love it here.
You know? It's a wonderful place. Wonderful place for Nani.
So when Dhermit said for like a couple of men to clean up that room, are there any other men apart from main group with
That's
us?
just mainly just the guys you came with. All the humans you brought with you and maybe 2 or 3 dwarves. They start,
They've joined us? Because a lot of them
No one else
disappeared
out
and
there
watched it.
The humans came with us. The dwarves, more or less,
Buggered
buggered off into
Yeah.
Well, and we have, it is, Decimus?
Yes.
yes.
Deximus still with us? Or is he?
No, Deximus went into the mix.
He moshed,
That's right.
didn't he?
He moshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moshed. I got him in there to do something cool. Yeah, and Frank came with you guys. Frank wasn't
Frank,
having
of
any of
course.
that shit.
Sorry, loyal.
No.
So
He's like a puppy dog. He's like a golden retriever, and I love him.
the kids are in the kitchen, yeah?
Yeah.
Barricaded in the kitchen with me and Frank and Kalis.
So with that knowledge, Earlon's gonna try to go to that door by the stairs, and I'm assuming that scent is.
And as you get closer, it's pretty easy to tell that something's coming from here.
Oh no. He'll
Oh
he'll
no.
usher one of the humans to come over with him.
Yep.
Or 2 of them actually. Come here. But
They kind of look up, look at the chairs, look at the sky, look in the air, and push off the chairs and waddle over to you.
so Dhermit said that we have to clean up what's in this room, and
Well, as far as I'm concerned, my contract's paid for. I want my goddamn money.
you gotta take that up with Dhermit.
Darn it.
But let's go ahead and get this done so that this place is more livable for the time being.
Do you open the door? Or do you tell him to do it?
You're in the kitchen. You're good.
I'm okay.
Earlon, no, it's decay, right? That's what he can smell.
It's dead bodies.
He looks to the humans and he says, "Get something to cover your nose."
They do.
Earlon pulls up his shirt.
Rolls
just a bit.
advantage. Yeah.
You won't need it.
You're gonna bomb.
Nat 19 or Okay, not 19, so that's 18.
Okay, you
Your con stat is your dump stat.
really?
Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mine
why
is
he's
I didn't know
He's a
that.
pretty
That's
magical
what his
creature.
strength is.
-1.
But
He's a
the thing
squishy
is,
boy.
my constitution and my strength are 0, so I'm squishy too.
I love this party. So great. That's why half of you are healers.
The only stat
I mean,
I
I'm
have that
squishy.
is above a 14, however, is my charisma. So
She's beautiful.
You can charm
she,
your way
she,
out of
can
that.
be, she can be very persuasive.
My charisma is
When
also
she decides
14.
to
She
so-
has boobies, and so yeah. Well, we established that
Yeah, because I showed my.
you
dex
flash
and-
yours
That's right,
around
you
for
did.
anyone.
Standard elven boobs.
They're
Standard.
not
They are
standard.
far above standard, Kale. Thank you very
Hey, I'm
much.
speaking through Deximus. He's much more of a human guy.
Yeah.
7.5.
So
Solid
There
8.
you go.
Solid 8.
you guys open that door, and all of you manage not to vomit from the smell that ekes out. One of the humans runs out of the house, and you can hear him throwing up on the ones in that room. But you guys push in, and you don't see anything right off the bat. You see it seems to be a room just for storage in this area. It opens up to the left about 10 feet, and to the right hand side it goes for another 10 feet where there's another door to the right hand side, and a hallway that leads down. It goes down about 20 feet.
Earlon's going to investigate to see where that smell's coming from, because he's kind of certain that it's
It
a
seems
dead
to
body.
be. It seems to be coming from the.
That's cocked, sadly.
That's not much better.
Well, it wasn't cocked, so 19
The
for
hallway.
investigation.
Seems to be coming from the hallway. As you walk down the hallway, looking around, it goes to the end and just immediately turns right, and it goes down about 5 or 6 stone steps. And at the bottom of these stone steps, you can see a pile.
Oh no.
You can see a pile. There's a door that's half opened to the outside. The bodies are kind of. What was your perception again? Sorry.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, this was investigation.
Well,
19.
yeah, sorry. 19. You can tell that these bodies have been pulled out. They've been stacked here, piled here, thrown and tumbled down at the bottom of the stairs. You can see bits of blood and stuff. It's been cleaned. Very clean. The smell is here because of the bodies, but the bodies have been... The door had been opened, and the bodies, you can see, like, one leg is pulling out, the other leg is kind of got crooked on the door, and one of the arms is on this side of the door, so it's kind of wedging the body out like that. And it looks like it's not moving right now, but it looks like it's having a tough time getting that particular body out, whatever's pulling it out.
So there's like something pulling the body out?
Not currently, it's not moving right now, but it looks as evidence of
Rats.
things being pulled out of here.
I think it's a little bigger than rat.
Oh no.
I don't know how big the rats are here.
He looks back to the humans and he says, kind of seems like there's something pulling at the bodies. Be careful.
One of them pulls the sword out. It's kind of shaking a little.
And he is going to just look around and kind of move towards that one that looks like it was kind of pulled out a bit.
Yeah.
See if there's anything around it that indicates.
It looks like the stairs just come to an end, and the door's there, like the back door, basically. And looking down at it from here, you can just see kind of tearing marks and stuff as it's being pulled out. Most of the bodies inside don't look like they've been touched, just the one that seems to be getting pulled out the door.
Okay. Is there anything that would indicate what did it at all?
Not at this. You'd have to go through the dead bodies and outside.
And how many are there?
Investigation of 19. You can identify at least 10 bodies in that pile.
Oh my god.
Dragonborns. There's a dwarf, maybe 2 dwarves, but mostly Dragonborn.
So cleaning, removing all these bodies is the main goal, putting them somewhere else, and getting them so that they're not stinking up the manse. That's the main thing. And I don't know, with no real like person who would dictate the funeral or anything like that. I don't know if cremating, like burning them, would be just without like permission and trial and Gretch are
Well, I'm not here to do no digging. I'm here to get my money. And if I gotta get those bodies outside, they're going outside, and that's all I'm taking them.
Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll cover them.
Okay, so you guys go outside,
Yeah, we're gonna
wade through the bodies.
Yep.
Kind of squishy, kind of soft. You can, as you step on them, you can feel, you can kind of hear little
You're responsible for this.
escapes of gas and things like that, and the odors begin to increase. But you guys push out the door and begin to look around and get moving on the bodies. While you're outside with your investigation of 19, which I'll roll over, you can see that the leg that's been pulled out of this door is bare to the bone. Bare to the bone.
Oh, no.
You can look over, you can see 3 or 4 skeletal figures on the ground, like an arm over here, a leg over here. But with 19, you can tell there's that many arms, that many legs. It's definitely 4 or 5 people over there. And as you're looking around, you cast the torchlight out, and off in the distance, over a bit of a mound of rock pile. Roll perception.
Finally, a better perception. That's a 16.
Okay. As you look over, as the light kind of casts off, you can see this coppery tan kind of a shell with these lines down the side, but it rotates towards the light, and as it rotates towards the light, you can see this head and these 2 long antennae, and these 2 large black eyes, and then it scurries off into the dark.
Big cockroach.
You know what? I went, it's a giant snail. Dun dun dun.
That scurries.
Yeah, he's a terrier kind of rodent.
Did Earlon know what the heck that was?
Roll knowledge nature with disadvantage.
A 5 or a 4? So it's 7.
Look like some sort of insect,
Big bug.
but like a meter in length, maybe about 1.5 feet. Go with 1.5 feet. A meter's 1.5 feet. 1.5 feet is what I'm looking for.
It looks back to the 2 humans. Did you see that?
They did
Even
not.
if they did, they don't want to.
They did not. They were reaching down to grab a leg and an arm and get that body unwedged.
There's some sort of big insect been eating these things, I think.
They
He kind
stop
of
and they
gestures
kind
about
of
yay.
look around, and one of the humans, let's see, I think I had names for them at one point. Jeff, I think, was one. Andy, maybe. Jeff looks at Andy and says, "Stand guard, I'll get these." And he begins to move the bodies out. And that takes a few minutes. You just standing there looking around. If you do any investigating around for the bug or anything, or do you do anything else?
He'll keep an eye out, just with a passive perception, I guess.
You don't hear or see anything after the fact.
So he'll 2-man help the other guy with the bodies, just one by one, but because he's not strong enough to do it on his own.
Yeah, he's definitely giving the other guy advantage anyway.
So
Alright.
Yeah,
Ravim,
no.
you see Dhermit go upstairs. You are in there. There's Earlon goes to the back, calls 2 humans. A wave of disgusting smell rolls over. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, 18.
You've smelled smells before. This is bad. You kind of know what it is, but you're able to manage it. You're
I
over
can
by
put
the
2 and
door.
2 together.
Yeah, exactly. With the story that Panure gave, yeah. So you're there. The humans have got a fire in the started in the main room there. Not quite sure. They just seem to like to start fires.
As you do.
We like to see things, okay?
Yeah, vision is important.
They want color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of color now you see this place is decked out with gold, silver, lots of expensive things. There's tapestries covering the walls, showing dwarves mining of gems and riches in the foreground and watching dwarves work in the background. Very well done. At least over 10,000 thread count, at least.
Better than the goblin canvases.
By far, yes. The goblin camps.
That were hand finger painted.
the same modeled Goliath thumbprint for the rocks.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You were there. You guys are in the kitchen. If you don't do anything, Ravim, you just hang out there. You hear noises coming from the kitchen. And
I'm gonna get either one or both of the dwarves that are still here to see if they can get someone that disposes of bodies, because a city of this size would have a undertaker of some variety or
Corpse wagon.
there's one dwarf that hung around with you guys. He didn't. He was, I guess, too hungry, and he goes over to open the door to the kitchen. You ask him to go find the undertaker to deal with this. He just, all right, lets the door shut, and he walks out the door, pushes the door out wide as you can hear him strut off, and he goes to take care of that. Cereza, you're.
I'm just looking around the place, and if I find a nice, comfortable bed, that's where I will be.
So you go upstairs then. There are no beds down this bottom level. You know that death door in the back with the smell. There's the kitchen to the right, and upstairs where Dhermit went.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs. As you go upstairs, the hallway stops and cuts to the left, where you can see a few doors on either side. And then on the far side, you can see that the stairs go up again. Now, most of these rooms, the doors are closed. If you guys do investigate, Dhermit's up there too. You can see him at the very end kind of open a door and close it and then go up the stairs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check what's in the rooms in order to find a bed.
You open the first room, it's a bed. Very 4-post bed. The room is about maybe 15 by 15. There's a dresser. There's a large mirror in the dresser.
And obviously Dermot's not in there, so I will go in there and I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay. You go in there, you notice that it's got about a month's worth of dust on everything. But,
Prestidigitation.
and it's beautiful. After a few minutes of that, do you light the torch?
No.
No? Okay. So, you are there in your grayscale room. You find the bed is quite comfortable. Definitely made for somebody way more heavy set than yourself.
Okay. It'll definitely be nice. I'm going to sleep.
Alright. Ravim, you see Cereza go upstairs.
I guess my better judgment, I'm going to assume he can deal with the corpses.
I guess. Knowing Earlon as you do. He's got this.
Yeah, he's taking charge. Second in command. He's got this. I'll go upstairs and see if I can find an office.
Working office or somewhere to sleep?
Working office.
Working office. Okay. Yep. You go upstairs. The first set of rooms up there. All the doors are closed. You do open one door. You see Cereza half getting undressed to close the door really quick. The other rooms are empty. You go up to the next floor, and as the next floor goes up, there's another set of rooms, all the same, basically. And on the top floor, when you get there, there's only 2 doors. One door is open and one is not.
Take a look in the room that's open.
The door is open wide. You can see there's torches lit on the wall. You can see there's already a fire started in the fireplace, and you can see Dhermit laying on this bed. Now, you've seen 4-post beds before, but this can fit a family. And he's laying right in the middle of it. Hands behind his head, like this. You can see him looking down. He's got his ledger open to the side, and every now and then he takes it, goes, and he sees you, and he gives you a little nod, and he gestures his hand across the way.
Join me in my large room.
Alright, he just, like, you're in the doorway, and he directs his hand out towards you. Here, do it. Take it as you want.
Wait, he invited you into his room?
Into his bed, I think.
Into his bed?
Take it as you want.
I'm just
Remember, I
How much do you
I
like
developed
money?
the storyline also based on how you guys interact with people. So,
Yeah.
take it as you want.
close the door.
Then again, maybe not.
No, I'll check the other room.
Check the other room. You open that room. It's a smaller room, smaller bed, but it is another equally very lavish room.
So they're all just bedrooms.
That you see, yes. You didn't go into the master bedroom. That's the only place you haven't investigated for.
I guess we'll head back downstairs.
Okay. Now, in the kitchen, you guys, you make food. Food is, but it's late. You guys have been traveling all day. Any food is food right now. The two kids, Gretch and Trell, eat, and they kind of, they kind of bid their goodbyes, and then you take them up. They say, Nanny, thank you very much for the food. It was
Alright.
It was.
delicious.
Don't go to work.
We're quite tired now. We would like to go to sleep. And, you take them up there. They go to their specific rooms. They're on the 3rd level. You take them up there.
Wait, okay.
They each have a separate room, and the rest you go up there. Frank is down there, and Galus is down there. So Frank and Galus are left in the kitchen. Frank's just looking at you. Like, this is fucking awkward. He says, "Well," he pulls up one of the benches, one of the stools, and he sits there and reaches in his shirt, and he says, "Want to play a game?"
Sure.
He's just dealing out some cards.
Okay. Just slaughter over and sit down across from him.
All right, Earlon, you and the 2 humans successfully remove the bodies from the door
Alright.
into a pile outside.
Nicely. Well, he would have separated them because he has respect for the dead. So they'd have their own space. He'd cross their arms over
Okay.
the body, and he'd be doing that. He wouldn't ask the other humans to do that. That's just his deal. He's religious. They're probably of different faith. But regardless, he's working on that, and he is trying to find something just to cover them up, just so that they...
You would back up the stairs in the room where the 2 open areas were that are storage. You can find some linens, anything of that. There seems to be quite a lot.
Yeah, he'll take some of those out and just loosely drape them over
Okay.
for the time being.
And they're set.
And now with that done and then out of the house, he'll look around for that bug
Okay.
and see if he can find that. And he'll ask one of the humans to come with him as well with the torchlight. So
Roll investigation with advantage, please.
that's a nat 16 or a cocked 4 or another nat 16.
Okay.
So that is 19.
Alright, so you go off in the direction you see it scurry past that mound of broken rock. You follow it for about maybe 40-50 meters. It goes up along the wall, and you can kind of see these marks in the ground. These kind of similar, you must say, the footprints for the creature, but it just looks like these small skittering marks and 2 kind of trails that go up along. Small little patterns in the sand or in the dirt where there is some.
He does prepare his quarterstaff just to be safe.
Alright, as you guys follow it along the wall, you can see it quickly darts under a ledge. The legs seem like they quickly darted under the ledge. As you look down, it's dark. You shine the light in, it's only about that high, maybe about that wide, and it just goes off into the rock.
So, tunnel that bored, or was it already there? He looks back to the humans. I don't know if it's scared of us or the light.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what we're doing over here.
Points to that little tunnel. there was that bug I talked about there.
No, I didn't see no bug.
It's a big bug. It was probably eating those bodies.
He kind of looks over at the other human by the door and looks back at you.
Guess you didn't see it, huh?
No, they didn't. No, I didn't see no bug.
Okay. So Earlon thinks for a moment, and he gets an idea. What he's going to do is he's going to take the humans back to the house, to the manse.
As you guys begin to walk back, you can hear the one human you were talking to, Andy, say under his breath, he says, "Elves, you ever know where the bug is, and they've been in the forest of Delron."
He just scoffs.
And you make it back to the manse.
And he goes back where all those linens were, and what he's going to do is going to take one that can cover up that little hole, basically, and he's going to get a couple pittons.
Okay.
And he's going to get a torch. He's going to wet the cloth, and the plan is to light the torch, put it down in there, cover it with the wet cloth, pitton, smoke them.
Easy enough. You set that up. Okay.
And he's just going to go back and leave.
Okay.
Torch would have snuffed out probably from the lack of oxygen, just smoke wouldn't come through. Pittons all around, and he's going to set it and forget it, and keep one of the humans at watch and shift him out.
All right. Sounds good. And you make your way back into the manse.
Yeah, manse.
Can we come back to Frank and Galus?
Yeah. As we go back to you guys.
Are we winning? Are you gambling?
Are we gambling or are we just playing cards for fun? I don't have any money, actually.
Frank doesn't.
You do
play,
have money.
Doesn't
I
play
give it
cards
off
for
to
fun.
waste. Galus just wants to have a chat with Frank. And see what Frank's all about.
It's your
What
go.
are you doing?
So I'm playing the cards and be like, so do you have a family?
Yeah, I got a family.
What are they like? Where are they?
They're back in Delron.
Well, tell me about them. Tell me about your family.
Well, you know, I have a wife and my 3 kids there are back in Delron. I don't know, what do you want me? What do you want me to tell? I don't. They're my family.
Just make conversation. Throw down a pair of whatever we're playing.
Go fish!
You catch him, he's kind of looking at his hand there. He looks what you playing. His brow furrows and he just throws his cards down and just pushes over the... There's some nuts on the table you guys are just betting pretend with. Roll insight.
13.
He's trying to hide something. This is something he's not telling you, clearly. Either doesn't want to talk about it or just trying not to talk about it.
Maybe I'll leave him be. It's been a trying day for everybody.
At that moment, Nani, you come in. You walk down the stairs as Earlon, you're coming in the back as well.
Okay, so Earlon had come back. One of the humans is out in guard, and that little room where all the bodies were piled up. Is there a stain?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's stain.
Have you... You must have been around a dock at some point in your life when you see those hard water stains of the water's been this high for like so many hundreds of years.
Calcified.
Well, it looks like that except it's red and brown and it's kind of lower down near
They've
the
also
bottom.
been there for almost a month,
Okay.
presumably.
It was juicy.
The
And
bodies
it
would've
is
been-
still juicy.
That's
walking
why I
through
was making faces when he's crossing arms. I was like, ooh, just vision the
That'd
arm
be
like
much
falling
less.
off as he's trying to cross it.
it. You gotta think it's warm down here too. Warm.
That's true.
Warm. Like jungle warm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much just
Hope
be
that
bones
Undertaker
left by
gets
that
yours.
point.
You better bring a spoon.
You're
It would be
welcome.
soup.
Because all you had planned was take them from downstairs, throw them out in the middle of the street.
What was the backyard?
It's like a yard-ish thing.
Yeah, it's the
In the
backyard.
garden.
Yeah, So you go from
Make
us having to
excellent
deal with it
roses.
to the neighbors having to deal
Excellent
with it.
rosebush food.
Yeah, we don't
At which
have
point-
neighbors.
The authorities start showing up.
You ever seen Practical Magic when they plant them under their rose bushes?
I have.
Yeah.
Well, the only direction he was given was to clean up the room. So,
And you have
Nice.
done so.
Yeah.
Nani, you walk into the kitchen.
Yeah, so I put the kids to bed,
Yeah.
Put Davis to bed.
and I've requested to station Frank. See what's
He's
he's
in the
playing?
kitchen.
He's playing.
You can take him.
No, it's fine.
I probably.
So
Oh, he's such a shitty character.
he's the best
Do you know
character.
how his shitty roles are though? He
Best.
cannot lie about anything.
It's because he's so pure.
So what do you
He's
do
such
when
a
you go in the
pure character.
Pure innocent.
Um,
Pure innocent.
So I fed Frank and Galus and the children.
Now, some of the other men have wandered in.
I was
while
gonna
he's
say
reading.
I've
They've
sort
gotten
of
food. Yeah.
invited everybody to come in and
As you're walking through, you can
What's
see
left?
people with food and empty
Okay.
plates just everywhere now.
um,
Everywhere. This immaculately clean house. You throw a couple of humans in there, and it's a disaster. One of the torches is already burnt out.
Typical.
They're not replacing it.
Seems legit.
I'm
Racist.
gonna go. I go and sit with Galus and Frank and ask Frank to deal me in.
Okay. Oh, now we got a game. Alright. Deal some cards. You guys are playing some cards. Or see, you guys have, there's a bag of nuts or something like that on the table that you're just throwing nuts back and forth. Earlon?
He doesn't really know what to do about the stain. He's just gonna kind of.
Yeah, man, you're tired.
He's tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
He has
You
to-
guys have been awake probably now for like 18 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting in, there's bags under his elven eyes, and he's got to meditate. In this particular case, he's gonna just go out into the living room.
I'm going to say you feel this is one of these nights that you need to sleep.
Needs
You've been through a lot. You just came off of a big road trip. You're going to need to shut eyes and get some sleep on this one.
Gotcha. All right. So Earlon will first try to meditate, but then it's just not cutting it.
Exactly. You
Like,
can't
20 minutes, it's just not even close. He's just drifting off. And he says, screw this. And he takes his pack off of his back and he just uses it as a makeshift pillow and sleeps
On the floor.
on the floor
In
How
the
do you
living
fit in
room.
bed?
in the living room.
He's a purist.
He's weird.
Okay. So you.
I mean, that's beautiful in its own way, but
So in the kitchen.
To each their own.
Ravim, you came back downstairs. Okay, you see this point, Earlon come in and make himself comfy. You see Nani go into the kitchen.
He would have just immediately assumed that all the beds were taken. That's the main reason, and he just didn't want to go through the effort of going upstairs.
A lot of the humans did
Yeah.
go upstairs and take some, but there are plenty.
He still slept on the floor.
I'm gonna have some food, but basically hang out, wait for the Undertaker to show up, and
Okay,
make sure the bodies are properly dealt with.
sounds good. You go to the kitchen to grab some food. You can see these three, Nani, Galus, and Frank, sitting around the island in the middle of this rather large kitchen, playing cards. They're passing around these rather large nuts that you can see, and using them for poker chips. You know why they're not playing for real? That's silly. But you can hear them talk and say, I told you about my family. What about yours? Where do you come from? You hadn't said much around here.
Well, it's kind of a complicated story, but my husband was killed, and in the process, somebody stole my daughter.
Yes. What was that?
I figured that's what you wanted to say.
He rolled another natural one on his ability to keep his fucking mouth shut and keep his emotions away from people.
What am I? Perception?
Yeah,
That's an 8.
you got it.
Didn't take much.
When you bring that up, Galus, you can actually see that Frank fumbles his cards. One of them drops on the ground table, and he picks it up quickly, and you can see him furrow his brow, and then he stacks his cards together, puts them down, and he says, "Excuse me," and he gets up and walks out.
Ooh. Nani reaches over and takes the pile of nuts that he had wanted.
Starts nibbling on
Start
them.
eating them.
And now she's eating her winnings. I mean, come on. You don't even know what these people don't know how to gamble. You get your food. It's mediocre this time, but it's been a long time. It's
Sad
hot
food by
food.
this point.
It's hot food. Nani and Galus. Frank has just awkwardly left the table.
Clearly upset.
Clearly upset. Ravim was in, got some food, looked at you guys for no more than 12 seconds and walked right back out. What do you guys do? You guys got Frank's cards, and you're in the kitchen.
Nani lays a pair of sixes on the table, and then munches on a peanut, or whatever they were.
I lay down 3 aces because we're pretending that it's better.
3? Wait, what game are we
I
playing?
have no idea.
Card poker. That's a pretty good
No,
round for
Nani's
three-card
like,
poker.
what is this?
Felix doesn't really
playing
know.
cards the whole time.
He's doing
no
the same.
idea. She's like, oh, wait, what are we playing?
No, you actually did get enough. Frank was unable to teach you as he had to leave. So.
Nani was playing 3-card poker much the way Sheena started playing Magic cards.
Just
Literally just threw cards in the middle of the table and went, I win.
And you lay down your 3 aces, and you take the peanuts that are in the middle of the table.
start eating them too.
Frank's taught her well.
Nani kind of mutters under her breath because she really wanted those peanuts.
I push some back towards her, and I ask her, "Do you have a family where you come from?"
I did. Sort of. And then lays a pair of
Something
threes.
else.
3 threes. Because that's a pair. 3 of them.
Do you think you could help me find mine?
Yeah,
You seem to like children.
I do.
Well, I'd very much like to see mine again, and very soon.
So where has your child gone?
Well, you remember how we found the Dragonborn in the cage? I believe mine is also in a cage somewhere like that. The goblins raided our village and took her and killed my husband.
Well, that just won't do.
She's so little. She's still. Oh, what day is it? The snow is starting
Tuesday.
to fall. Tuesday.
You're asking a crazy person
Yeah.
what day of the week it is.
Well, I suppose her birthday would be coming quite soon. She would only be a year old. At this point, she's starting to lose her shit a little bit. And now we're stuck here for who knows how long.
Just until the snow's gone.
Yes, but the snow lasts.
Not forever.
No, but it will feel like forever, I'm sure.
Galus, you fill in Nani on all the dirty little details about what happened and where you
What's
came from
happening.
and what's happening.
Yeah, I fill her in on the other details too.
Okay. So Nani, you would get the picture that her child has been gone for a while now, maybe 2 months, maybe 3, out, just gone.
What is
and true, what is time? And she's been tracking across a country that her child may not even be in. It may not even be in. She told you that her child was given to another ship in mid sail across the water, and she came here. She has no idea, and she is just. You can see the torment in her face. That she knows if she goes, she has no chance of finding her. Almost. She knows if she stays and waits, she almost has no chance of finding her. She's struggling a lot.
And then Nanny just gets up and takes her hand and leads her upstairs and tucks her into bed.
Oh.
There are several rooms upstairs. You guys got to make it up to the third room before poking your heads in each one and seeing a large human.
Dhermit.
And you guys get up to third, and you guys find rooms up there. The rooms are very nice, very comfortable. The beds are slightly shorter. No, not you guys. Not you, Naughty. Perfect for you. Galus, bed's slightly shorter than what you're used to,
Curl up in it.
but it's comfy.
And I'm out like a light.
So I leave her, and then I go find Gretch, trailing Gretch. Where's Frank at this point? Frank's stormed out, right? We don't know where Frank is.
Yeah, he had a little crack of his eye.
Didn't go check on him or anything.
I'm gonna go find Frank.
Okay. Yeah, you go downstairs, you look in the living room, the kitchen, he's not there. You open the front door and he's outside sitting on the step.
And I'm gonna go over and hand him some peanuts. That I've gathered. There's just got peanuts in my pockets now. This is just a thing. I'm just carrying around peanuts in my pocket.
Roll persuasion.
That is 11.
Okay, so you hand him the peanuts and he takes him out maybe 3 seconds before he notices you're there, and he kind of looks at the peanuts questioningly and kind of cracks a smile and takes them out of your hand and he says, "Huh, well, I guess I won."
Thank you for watching the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. This has been The Depths of Fel'Than, Episode 10, The Sons of Gretch, Part B,